What is up, Broskination? It's BroskiPlays here, and Nintendo announced the Nintendo Direct for February today. So tomorrow at approximately 11 PM we're gonna be having a brand new Nintendo Direct, which is more than 35 minutes worth of Nintendo Switch content, which is incredible. It's been such a long time since the Nintendo Direct has been announced, so it's really cool to see it finally happening. And I'm here to give my predictions and also tell you guys about what I think will be shown at this Direct. Now, first of all, the first thing that we have to get out of the way is Fire Emblem Three Houses. It has already been confirmed in the tweet itself from Nintendo that Fire Emblem Three Houses will be featured in this Nintendo Direct. Obviously, I'm not a big Fire Emblem fan. I haven't played the games or the series, and I really want to dive in the game, so I cannot wait to see what the game is all about. Now, let's start off with my first prediction, and this is a really easy one. It's definitely gonna be Assassin's Creed. I know I'm already going to a party here. Assassin's Creed 3 remastered for Switch, because of a rumor that started happening about Ubisoft Club with one of my friends, Awesome Splatter. He found out that the game suddenly popped up at the Ubisoft Club for Nintendo Switch, which was really strange because the game was already announced for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC, but not for Switch. So yeah, so that's the first one. Now let's first do the first part. Okay, so let's start off with the most obvious one. Super Mario Maker 2. I believe that Super Mario Maker 2 will definitely be announced. It won't be shown a lot of gameplay. That will be saved for the E3. And you know why? Because Super Mario Maker 2 is one of the biggest games, I think, for the Switch, because it was such a big hit on the Nintendo Wii U, and I really think that this game could potentially even blow up the sales for the Switch even more, because it was a huge success on the Wii U, which was a failed console. That says a lot. You know, that is telling a lot. So yeah, Super Mario Maker 2. Now, next up in my prediction list is definitely going to be Animal Crossing. We're definitely going to be seeing at least something about Animal Crossing. As you all know, Animal Crossing is coming this year, which I'm really excited about. I'm a huge life simulation fan, as you can see in one of my videos, which is about life simulation games. And I'm really happy that Animal Crossing is finally coming to Switch. And I think that there's definitely going to be a release date, and I'm also going to do a really bold prediction that's really predicting what the game is going to be about. And I think it's going to be about building your own resort, maintaining your own resort. You can have your town on like an island. You can choose where your villagers want to live. There's going to be lots of new content. It's going to be great. So yeah, that's going to be my prediction. I'm also going to have a prediction for the release date and the name. So it's going to be Animal Crossing Tropical Paradise, and the release date is going to be in, here it comes, August of 2019, because it's going to be in the summer, which is a great time to play Animal Crossing and definitely a good time to release the game. Now, next up, we're not going to be seeing any Pokemon, because I think this game will be announced in a separate live stream by the Pokemon Company, because they did that for all their other titles, and that's one of the reasons why they always exclude them from normal directs, because they have their own franchise. Game Freak likes to do this stuff on their own. So next up on the list is going to be Metroid Prime Trilogy. Yeah, I've never been a huge Metroid Prime fan. The reason for that is because I don't like aliens. I'm not really a big fan of the creepy factor of the game, but the trilogy is definitely coming, and I think this has been something that people have been asking for a long time. It's been rumored for a long time, and I think this is going to be happening tomorrow. Now, next up in my predictions list is going to be one that a lot of people may like. The Legend of Zelda is going to get a, this is a really bold one, a 2D remake, and this is going to be really cool. Like, not many people believe this. There's going to be a 2D, 3D remake of the NES version of the first Legend of Zelda. We all know that Breath of the Wild really took off and really had the concept of the first Legend of Zelda. So for Nintendo making the old game and just giving that freedom and make it 2D, that will be perfect. It will be a great game on the go, great game for the Switch, and I really think that is a really good game to show off the new direction for the Legend of Zelda series. So I think that will happen. I also think that this will happen at least soon. It will not come out like tomorrow or something, but it will come out in a couple months, I'm pretty sure. Next up in my prediction list is going to be Super Mario Strikers Charge. As we all know, Mario had a game back on the GameCube era and the Wii era, which was called Mario Strikers Charge. It was made by Monster Games, which were also responsible for the Excite Bike series on the Wii, not the NES one. And I love that game. That game was one of my favorite Mario sports games of all time. I'm a huge football fan myself, soccer fan if you live in the United States, and I think this game will definitely get re-released on Switch. It's such a great game. I loved every single bit of it. It was really kick-ass, and I believe that this game is perfect for the Nintendo Switch. So I believe that Mario Strikers Charge DX or HD or something like that will come to Nintendo Switch and will be coming this year. I don't know when, but that will probably be something that will be announced if it will come. Next up is going to be a big one, at least for some people that have been waiting for this, and a lot of people now may think like, that will never happen. Mother 3 Remastered. Now you may think that I'm crazy because Mother 3, I mean, broski, that game has already been like asked for ages. But remember this, the new president of Nintendo, I forgot his name, he actually stated that there's going to be a game that they have that are working on that will please fans, and there is only one game that Nintendo fans want the most, and that's Mother 3. So I think that Mother 3 will actually be either remastered or will get a translation finally, and will be getting on, like, I don't know, Nintendo Switch Online, something like that. I don't know, something in that similar vein. Talking about Nintendo Switch Online, SNES games. I believe SNES games will finally drop in this Direct. We all saw a rumor a couple months ago about SNES games leaking in the code, and I believe this is going to be the moment where Nintendo will announce it. And now another thing that people are saying is that there's going to be a new classic console, Nintendo 64 Classic. I don't believe that will come. I think it will be coming in the next year. Even though the SNES Classic and the NES Classic have stopped with selling, I still think that the new console will wait for next year because they're like focusing on the Nintendo Switch at the moment. Now, next up in my predictions list is going to be a third-party one, The Sims 4. Now, this is a really weird one. We all know that Electronic Arts currently doesn't have a lot of support for the Switch. Now, let me get this straight first. The Nintendo Switch is selling like millions upon millions of copies. FIFA 19 and 18 are doing really well. So why wouldn't EA take advantage of it, you know? And The Sims is one of the best franchises when it comes to casual gamers. The Nintendo Switch is made for casual gamers. Plus, they could release all these expansions and stuff packs and make a lot of money. And according to EA, they like money. They love money. And the game has already been out on consoles, and that became a huge success. So I think that The Sims 4 will come to Nintendo Switch. And that will be a really cool one because I like The Sims, and it will be great to see The Sims 4 coming. And yeah, so let's see if that will happen. Now, next up is going to be something that some of you guys might also know predict, and that's a lot of people have forgotten about Bethesda. And this is one that I think a lot of people will like shock, or not shock, like they don't expect it. Fallout 3 is coming to Nintendo Switch. Yes, you heard that right. Fallout 3 is coming to Nintendo Switch. All 4. One of the Fallout games is coming to Nintendo Switch. You know why? Because Skyrim has been selling like hotcakes. The support for the Nintendo Switch by Bethesda has been amazing, and having a new port of the Fallout series will be great to let a lot of Nintendo Switch users check out some gameplay about Fallout and explore the wastelands. So I think that will be a great one. Plus, it will be a great recovery for the Fallout 76 disaster that they did last December. So yeah, that is another one that I'm going to predict here. Now back on Mario Golf. I think there's gonna be a new Mario Golf. I know there's 3 Mario games, but hey, we can dream. I believe there's definitely gonna be either Mario Strikers Charge or Mario Golf. One of the two, because that game is just really good. It has a lot of good gameplay, and I believe that game is probably, yeah, just meant for the Nintendo Switch. So I believe that one will come as well. Now, next up on the list, we have a lot of games here. Jesus Christ. Now, the next game I'm going to be talking about is one that some people might recognize. It's a really unknown game, but I believe that some people might be able to recognize it once I say FX0. Yes, you heard that right, FX0. I believe that FX0 is going to return on Nintendo Switch, and it's going to be FX0 Grand Prix. It's not going to be Star Fox. A lot of people may think it's Star Fox. I think it's FX0. I think that Captain Falcon is going to be returning on Nintendo platforms after all these years. I believe that is definitely going to happen. And I don't know when it's going to happen, but it will make people really, really happy. That's for sure. Now, next up is Mario Kart 8 DLC. I don't know what kind of DLC, but I believe it's definitely going to be DLC. Same for Super Mario Odyssey. Splatoon will get a new update. They're definitely going to do like updates and stuff like that, because DLC has been a big thing. Talking about DLC, Smash Ultimate. How can I forget about Smash Ultimate? We're going to be seeing gameplay of Joker, and now here comes the big one. We're going to be getting either Geno, that guy from Dragon Quest, or Sora as a second character, and it's going to get announced tomorrow. And they're not going to be in the gameplay, it's just going to be an announced trailer, but it's going to be great. Also new game modes. I believe that Home Run Contest is going to return, or something in that familiar section, like some of these. Yeah, and just some of these old game modes that were missing, like Smash Targets and stuff. I think Sakurai has been working on this stuff in development together with the DLC. That's my prediction. Now, next up, I know this is gonna, I'm not even gonna like, how do you say, like I'm not gonna believe that this is gonna be happening, all these announcements. I'm just gonna hope. It's not like that I will be crying if it is not gonna happen. I'm just like giving some stuff that I would like to see. You know, it's not like that's actually going to happen, but more like stuff I want to see. You know, okay. So, next up in the list, we have a couple more, actually a lot more. Pikmin 4. We all know Pikmin. Pikmin 3 was a kind of a nice success on the Wii U, and Pikmin 4 has been in development for such a long time, and I believe that it's time for the game to release. So, yeah, Pikmin 4. I never played the Pikmin series, so this might be a good reason to start playing it. Now, next up is going to be, let me just check my list. I have a list of all the games that I think are going to be announced. Actually, it's not a game, an app. Netflix is coming to Nintendo Switch, and it will launch that day, tomorrow. Yes, you're right, Netflix. How? I mean, think about it. Netflix is such a big medium these days. Like, everyone is watching series on their smartphones or their smart TVs or their smart things. You know, like smart. Everything with smart in its name. Yeah, and I believe that the Netflix could be the perfect killer app for Nintendo Switch, and might be also perfect for people that just don't want to game all day, because the Switch allows you to take your thing on the go. So why not make a Netflix app? How cool would that be? So I say Netflix app. That's going to be a really bold statement. I'm going to say Netflix app. Now, next up, another bold statement. Final Fantasy VII is going to release tomorrow. Yes, you heard that right. Tomorrow. Yep. That's definitely going to happen. They're going to drop tomorrow. Because the game is just, it's finished. We all know it's going to be finished. So, it's going to drop. Next up, we got it. Wait, let me just check the list again. Alrighty then. Luigi's Mansion. Nah, I don't think Luigi's Mansion will be shown. I think it will be at the E3. Let me see. Ooh, Super Mario Odyssey. Oh wait, I already talked about Super Mario Odyssey. Yeah, I think that's, is that all? I think that's all. maybe we're gonna be seeing some really like surprising first party announcements, like maybe GTA 5 or 4 or something like that. Maybe something from Rockstar again. Something like that. I don't know, but there are probably gonna be a couple of really surprising third party announcements that I don't know if they're gonna happen. But you know, there's like so many like old games now coming back on the Switch. Oh yeah, Persona 5. How can I forget about Persona 5? Oh, of course, because Joker has now been actually announced as DLC. It is the perfect time to announce Persona 5 for Switch, the port at least. Because a lot of people have not played Persona, at least Nintendo people that own a Nintendo console, like me. I don't own a PS4 or Xbox One or PS3. Well, I did own a PS3, but I've played Persona series. And I think that this game is perfect. It will run perfectly on the Switch, and I think that it will launch in the summer. Yeah, so Persona 5 summer, great one. Great third party announcement right there. Yeah, let me just I don't know. I think I've mentioned them all. Yeah, those might be my predictions. Yeah, those are all my predictions. So if any of this becomes true, I'm gonna be a very happy guy, because these games are great. And I think tomorrow's Nintendo Direct is gonna be either a banger or a hanger. But I'm not gonna have any expectations about the Direct, because then I will be even more disappointed, like I was last time in September. I remember when the Direct was ended, it was just meh. This Direct is a bit I don't know. It was just meh. There was the Luigi's Mansion and the Animal Crossing and stuff, but it was not that great. So let's just hope that this Direct will blow every Direct ever out of the streets, and if it's not, then I'm still gonna be happy. So anyway, that was the end of the video. I want to thank you all for watching and listen to my soothing voice. It's been a long time since I made a video. I'm gonna be live streaming the Nintendo Direct tomorrow at 11 p.m. Hopefully you guys are gonna be there, because we're gonna be watching the live stream, and it's gonna be great, and we're gonna have a bingo and everything. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be on YouTube Gaming, so go to www.youtube.com/r/BroskiPlays/live and check out my Nintendo Direct live stream. It's gonna be great, and hopefully see you guys there. I'm so excited. Hopefully you guys are as well. Anyway, this was BroskiPlays, and as always, stay broski.